Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did you know that on July 4, 1776, the United States officially declared independence from Britain? This day was not only a milestone in the 13 colonies' courageous pursuit of freedom and equality, but also marked the beginning of a brand new chapter for a democratic nation. From the founding fathers' Declaration of Independence to the design of a government with separation of powers to the urban planning of Washington, D.C., it even connects closely with ancient Greek philosophy, Enlightenment thought, astronomy, early UFO sightings, and discussions about life in multiple worlds. Today, we're going to uncover the mysteries of science, philosophy, and cosmic wisdom behind it all. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you'll be the first to get our latest historical exploration videos.
Did you know that on July 4, 1776, the United States officially declared independence from Britain?
On July 4, 1776, the United States formally declared independence, a day that became a historically significant milestone. It marked the 13 colonies' brave severance from British rule and the start of a new nation. Pioneers known as the Founding Fathers firmly expressed their determination to pursue freedom and equality in the Declaration of Independence. They were willing not only to risk their lives and property for their ideals but even to forsake sacred honor, all to establish a democracy belonging to the people. This declaration symbolized not only the courage to resist oppression but also a hopeful promise for the future.
Wow, so they didn't just want to build a country, they wanted to create an entirely new world, right?
Exactly. When designing the new government, the Founding Fathers broke away from the prevailing monarchical models of Europe and Asia, creating a completely new political system. They were deeply inspired by Greek and Roman philosophy, particularly democratic and republican ideas, emphasizing the sovereignty of the people and the importance of the rule of law. This government structure, rooted in classical philosophy, reflected their pursuit of freedom and equality and demonstrated a profound understanding of checks and balances. Compared with the autocratic regimes common in most countries at the time, the new American government prioritized decentralization and democratic participation, designing a system with separate legislative, executive, and judicial branches to prevent concentration and abuse of power.
That's amazing. But how could they, traveling by 4-day carriage rides from Virginia to New York, reading Greek classics by kerosene lamps and candlelight at midnight, actually use that to build a country?
They were true geniuses, experts from all fields coming together to conceive an entirely new social experiment, something rare in history. The Founding Fathers combined deep political insight and legal knowledge with backgrounds in philosophy, economics, and military affairs to create an unprecedented democratic system. Their collaboration and innovation were like the favor of the Roman goddess Fortuna, a term meaning luck aided by the gods, symbolizing the opportunities and support they received at critical historical moments. This cross-disciplinary integration and cooperation not only made the American founding ideals possible but also opened a new chapter in political history.
So, you're saying they had a sense of divine favor or destiny guiding them?
You could put it that way. After the war, the United States entered a critical period of nation-building. On July 16, 1790, it officially announced the establishment of a national capital along the Potomac River, what we now know as Washington, D.C. The location of the capital was not only strategically significant but also symbolized the birth of a new democratic government and hope for the future. The district was designed by the famous architect Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, who combined elegant French urban planning principles with the unique political spirit of America.
Right, the new capital named after George Washington. I heard its architectural style was inspired by ancient Greece and Rome.
Classical elements are everywhere in Washington, D.C. From the majestic Capitol building to the solemn Lincoln Memorial, the city exudes Greek and Roman architectural aesthetics. But the question is, why were the Founding Fathers so fascinated by the ancient world? There's a deeper philosophy and set of values behind it.
Does it have to do with philosophy?
Absolutely. As early as the 5th and 4th centuries BCE, Greek philosophers were already exploring the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Atomists like Democritus, Leucippus, Epicurus, and Lucretius proposed that the universe is infinite and plural, suggesting that beyond the world we know, other forms of life might exist. They viewed atoms as the basic building blocks of the cosmos, and argued that the countless combinations of atoms create infinite possibilities and diverse forms of existence.
Wow, so this multiverse idea gained renewed attention during the Enlightenment in the 18th century.
Exactly. During the Enlightenment, reason became the central tool for understanding the universe. The scientific spirit, along with belief in the possibility of life in multiple worlds, was deeply embedded in the intellectual climate of the time. Scientists, political theorists, and writers all explored extraterrestrial life, making it a hot topic of the 18th century. Enlightenment thinkers emphasized observation, empirical evidence, and rational reasoning, challenging traditional authorities while embracing the infinite possibilities of the cosmos.
So, like William Herschel, he's the astronomer who discovered Uranus, right?
That's right. William Herschel was not only a pioneering figure in the history of astronomy but also reshaped humanity's understanding of the universe through multiple groundbreaking discoveries. In 1781, he discovered Uranus, the first planet ever found beyond the range of the naked eye, shocking the scientific community of the time. In addition, he discovered several moons of Jupiter and Saturn, laying a solid foundation for the study of planetary systems. Herschel even built the largest 40-inch reflecting telescope of his era himself, which allowed him to observe the wonders of the cosmos and explore its mysteries in unprecedented detail.
So Herschel helped promote the discussion about intelligent life existing in the universe.
When we talk about the most influential figures of the Enlightenment, Benjamin Franklin certainly stands out. Known as the first American, he was not only an exceptional writer and printer but also a scientist, inventor, and statesman. His multiple roles gave him far-reaching influence across many fields. Franklin's thinking was open and forward-looking. He believed that the existence of extraterrestrial life was an essential part of a scientific worldview, a very groundbreaking idea for his time.
How did he spread this idea?
In Poor Richard's Almanac, Franklin used plain yet insightful language to convey the idea that scientists of his time generally believed other planets might be habitable, and perhaps even inhabited. The work is not only a collection of practical wisdom but also demonstrates Franklin's rational thinking and open-minded approach to the universe. As early as 1728, he wrote a thought-provoking line, "I conceive that man is not the most perfect being, and there exist many ranks of beings superior to mankind." This directly expressed his belief in extraterrestrial life, suggesting that higher forms of life might exist beyond Earth.
After the United States declared independence, were there actually UFO sightings?
Yes. Surprisingly, the earliest recorded sighting of unidentified flying objects (UFOs) in America appears as early as 1639. This record comes from the diary of John Winthrop, the second governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, providing invaluable first-hand historical data. According to the diary, in March 1639, James Everell and two companions were boating on the Muddy River in Boston when they witnessed a massive, bright object hovering in the sky. The object displayed incredible transformations, sometimes sparkling brilliantly, sometimes shrinking into a shape resembling a pig, extremely mysterious and unusual.
Huh, a glowing flying pig? That sounds absurd.
May sound absurd, but if you think carefully, 17th century people had to describe that elliptical light and its landing legs using familiar terms because they lacked modern scientific language. John Winthrop's diary mentions that the object moved swiftly like an arrow, lasting 2 to 3 hours, and mysteriously even brought James Everell and his companion's boat back to their starting point. Viewed today, such a supernatural occurrence naturally brings to mind what we now call alien abduction events.
So the very first UFO sighting in America could also be the first recorded alien abduction.
some people do think so. Winthrop's diary notes that besides James Everill, there were other credible witnesses who also saw the mysterious light, adding to the event's credibility. By 1790, when the diary was officially published, discussions about extraterrestrial life were gradually becoming a hot topic in intellectual circles, sparking widespread debate and reflection. During this intense exchange of ideas, the famous revolutionary thinker Thomas Paine also joined the discussion. Known for his rationality and Enlightenment spirit, he advocated examining the mysteries of the universe through science and reason. Paine argued that the existence of other forms of life in the universe was both logical and worthy of investigation, bringing a more rational and scientific dimension to the topic of extraterrestrial life.
So Thomas Paine joined this debate too?
Yes. In 1793, Thomas Paine published his influential work The Age of Reason, in which he fiercely criticized the dogmas of Christianity and argued that only those who understood modern astronomy could accept the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Using reason and science as his tools, he challenged traditional faith and encouraged people to reconsider the nature of the universe and life from a scientific perspective. Paine believed that the vastness of the cosmos made it logically plausible for other life forms to exist, a view that caused great controversy at the time. However, Paine's ideas and political positions led to his arrest during the French Revolution. In a foreign land, he endured severe physical and mental suffering. What is even more poignant is that he felt abandoned by George Washington and the United States, deprived of the support and protection he deserved.
Did he eventually return to America?
Yes. In 1802, Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, personally invited Thomas Paine back to the country, demonstrating great respect and recognition for this Enlightenment thinker. Jefferson, like Franklin and John Adams, firmly believed that the existence of life in other worlds was entirely plausible, a view that gradually gained consensus among the intellectuals of the time. They reasoned that the universe is vast and infinite, making it impossible for life to exist solely on Earth. Scientific rationality made belief in extraterrestrial life both reasonable and inevitable.
What about the design of Washington, D.C.? Are there hints of extraterrestrial or ancient symbolism?
In 1791, construction of the U.S. Capitol officially began. President George Washington laid the cornerstone along the Potomac River using Masonic rituals, scattering corn, wine, and oil to symbolize prosperity, happiness, and peace, reflecting the founder's vision for the future city. The city's layout incorporated many ancient symbolic elements, showing deep respect for the wisdom of past civilizations. The most iconic example is the Washington Monument, inspired by the ancient Egyptian obelisks. Its alignment with the Pleiades star cluster echoes the arrangements of Egypt's megaliths, symbolizing reverence for the cosmos and natural order.
Wow, so this is like sending a message to extraterrestrial intelligence.
Combination of ancient astronomical knowledge and geometry created Washington, D.C.'s unique and highly symbolic urban layout. The city spans a 10 by 10 mile diamond-shaped grid, with major buildings aligned in lines and triangles. This design not only reflects rationality and scientific spirit but emphasizes order and logic rather than traditional religious symbolism. Both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, skilled surveyors themselves, personally contributed to the city's planning, integrating astronomy and geometry into its structure.
So they wanted to convey that America is not just a nation for humans, but also respects cosmic intelligence.
Exactly. Washington, D.C.'s urban design is not only practical but also rich in symbolism. The city embodies Enlightenment ideals and rational thought, reflecting the founder's reverence for science and reason. Its geometric layout and star-shaped avenues are more than functional. They serve as a tribute to cosmic order and the intelligence of the universe.
Wow. So behind the founding of the United States, there's all this science, philosophy, astronomy, and possibly even extraterrestrial elements.
Exactly. From the ideals of the Founding Fathers to UFO sightings to the design of Washington, D.C., every detail reflects a deep respect for reason, science, and cosmic intelligence. It's a complete story connecting history, philosophy, astronomy, and even the possibility of alien life.
That's truly astonishing. I used to only know about the Declaration of Independence, but now I realize there's so much deeper meaning behind it.
Yes. When we study history, we shouldn't just focus on political events. We need to see the intertwining of thought, science, the cosmos, and civilization. The Founding Fathers didn't just create a nation, they built a city and a civil experiment that embodies reason, Enlightenment ideals, and a harmony with the universe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and leave your thoughts. See you in the next episode.